Dr. Mulder.
Thank you, Honourable Chairperson. I'm saying we are debating vote 2 Parliament. There is no vote called the EFF. If you listen to the Honourable Ndlozi, the debate was about the EFF. Maybe.
Order, honourable members.
Maybe we should have a debate on the EFF. If you listen to the Honourable Ndlozi, it was only the EFF that did this and that and the other. That's not true. It's exactly the opposite. If you did not go on with Honourable Zuma so the way you did, the ANC could have fired him a long time ago. But because you were going on with the Honourable Zuma, they couldn't do that. They had to protect him. Honourable Speaker,
Order.
I would like to start off.
Thank you, honourable members. Can we listen, please? Order, honourable members. Continue, Dr. Mulder.
Thank you, Honourable Chairperson. The Honourable Ndlozi also reminded us that the EFF doubled their vote. We quadrupled our vote. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. No, we did. And you've reached your ceiling, and that's the end of the EFF. Honourable Chairperson, I would like to speak to the Honourable Speaker and congratulate her on her first debate.
Honourable members, please.
During the first term.
Then, honourable members, can we please observe the decorum of the House? Please. Honourable Mulder, please continue.
Thank you, Speaker. No, Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Speaker of the House, you referred to the legislative authority of Parliament and the important role that we should play in terms of scrutinising and overseeing executive action. And then you said also during your speech today that basically we will keep the executive to account and there must be consequences. And I accept that and I agree with that. But, Honourable Speaker, we have failed in the instance of Section 55(2)(a) of the Constitution. Section 55(2)(a) of the Constitution says, the National Assembly must provide for mechanisms, A, to ensure that all executive organs of the state in the national sphere of government are accountable to it, and B, to maintain oversight of the executive on national and the national authority. The point I'm trying to make is this. You referred in your speech that we should scrutinise and do oversight over each and every portfolio of the executive, as well as SOEs. But what about the office of the President, ma'am? It's time that we also create a mechanism in terms of which we do oversight of the President and the President's office. And I think we should seriously do that. I think the Constitution expects that from us. We should do that. But, Honourable Speaker, when you say there must be consequences, then I'm saying there must not only be consequences for the executive, there must also be consequences for members of Parliament. It cannot only be the executive. If members of Parliament misbehave, and they do, from time to time some of them do, because some of them in this House clearly stated before they came to Parliament in 2014, and it was said again this afternoon, that they want to bring the revolution to Parliament. Now, this is a place to debate. And if you cannot win the argument with better arguments, you don't win the argument by trying to intimidate people. That's not called debate. That's not called Parliament. So, Honourable Speaker, last week when we had the incident with the Minister of Public Enterprises, those members were ejected from the House. But what did they do? They just went down the stairs to another meeting of Parliament and they joined that and they participated in those debates. That is not consequences. That is not acceptable. It cannot be done. If members are ejected from the House, they should be ejected from the premises of Parliament. Now, at this stage, it's quite clear that there are no consequences that some members take seriously. So I would suggest that we think about something else. Let's start to deduct from certain people's salaries. Let's deduct from certain people's salaries. If they misbehave, we deduct from their salaries until they cannot pay their Gucci accounts and they cannot pay their expensive German vehicles, and they cannot pay all those things
honourable
that they buy.
members.
Point of order.
Honourable
Chairperson, Parliament is the place where all the people of South Africa are represented by different political parties, not by one. Rest assured. Agbare Speaker, ek wil verwys ten slotte na die geloofwaardigheid van die parlement en integriteit van hierdie instelling. En dit is absoluut korrek dat ons die geloofwaardigheid en integriteit van die parlement moet herstel. Ons het 'n laagtepunt gehad met die Nkandla situasie in die vorige parlement. Maar ek dink die geleentheid is nou daar om dit te herstel en van die Vryheidsfront Plus se kant af kan ek hierdie versekering gee dat ons kant sal bring van ons kant af om die integriteit van hierdie plek te herstel waarop die kiesers daar buite geregtig is. Ek wil ook vir u vra as speaker, laat ons die verhouding wat daar bestaan of behoort te bestaan tussen die hoofsweepe van die parlement en die kantoor van die speaker regstel. In die 5de parlement het daardie verhouding tot 'n groot mate tot 'n einde gekom of tot stilstand gekom wat ek dink nie gelukkig is nie en ek dink dit is baie belangrik dat ons dit doen. Die Vryheidsfront Plus is beskikbaar en bereid om ons deel te bring soos wat ons dit gereeld doen. Ons sal nie toelaat dat hierdie plek 'n markplein word van maybe revolutionaries nie. Baie dankie.